Because at the end of the day, we are all worthy. We have an innate worth as human beings. Our worth is not measured by our skill level. Our worth is not measured by other people's thoughts about us. We are worthy and our story matters. And everyone should feel that way. But it's a challenge as adults, given the fact that we've endured, criticism in other areas, and we've learned this negative self-talk where we put ourselves down. So one of my inspirations was Fred Rogers. And if you're unfamiliar with who Fred Rogers is Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And you can laugh if you like, or giggle, or think it's funny. But Fred Rogers' message to children was, you are worthy and you are wonderful just the way you are. And you are cared for and loved just the way you are. And ultimately, that's the message that I want our group members to take away. I want our group members to know, you're all worthy. All of your stories matter. We want to follow your journeys. It doesn't matter if you're a professional on a circuit. It doesn't matter if you're just trail riding. What matters is that you have your own story and your own tale, and it's valuable and interesting for all of us to follow, and we want to be a part of your journey. And so what I had to do this was post every single ride, as many videos as I could. I had to get boarders and friends and trainers and family members to video as much as possible. In the beginning, it was terribly difficult. I was very, very negative and down on myself. Even in the posts, I would, describe what was wrong or what I was doing wrong. And I realized there's something that they talk about in psychology, which is your self-talk, your inner self-talk, and how you need to change that self-talk. You need to modify it. You need to self-monitor. And when you hear something negative, you need to turn it into a positive. And you have to do affirmations. And what that means is you have to think about the things that are positive and state those things, and you have to say them out loud. This is one of the most uncomfortable parts of working on your self-esteem, because at first it feels very much like you're a fraud, or like you're doing something that goes against the grain. It feels odd and strange to say, you know what, I'm better than I was 3 months ago. Instead of saying, oh, my contact is terrible, saying, I'm working on my contact and I'm working on following the horse's mouth. It's hard to say, instead of saying, oh, I bounce awfully at the canter, I can't canter to save my life, and instead say, I'm working on sitting and scooping with my seat to follow my horse at the canter. It's hard to watch other people ride a horse that you ride and to watch them ride that horse better. But what you have to think of is, instead of saying, oh, I'm so terrible, that person is so much better than me, you have to change that into, someday I'm going to be there. It's going to take a while, but I'm working on that and I'm improving. I just want everyone to know you are worthy, you are valuable, and your story matters. And I want you to feel that way, and I want you to work on making that a goal for yourself, to change that thinking so you can enjoy your rides. You can take joy in riding your horse. And I want you to feel that way, because to me, every human being is a valuable person. And as equestrians, so long as we care about the horses that we ride, we try our hardest. Ultimately, that's what makes us an equestrian, is trying to do the best for the horses that we ride that we can, and loving them, and knowing that we're not forcing this, and it's a partnership, and we work every day on that partnership. So I'm going to sign off now, but I did want to just impart that and share that with you, as that was part of my journey.